guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. Beautiful day up here in Canada. Snow's finally melted. Starting to work on the fields a little bit. It's been 4 months and a day, so 4 months yesterday that I picked up this Grizzly. Zero regrets so far buying this machine. If you've been following the channel for any length of time, you can see that I put a few pretty hard miles on it out in the bush. It's been holding up really well, so I just want to do a 4-month review on it and let you guys know how I've been enjoying it. So first off, everybody wanted to know how has the paint been holding up. Well, still looks pretty nice. Definitely has some scratches. Some of the decals are peeling off, and I think this is mainly because of the pressure washer. I don't think it has anything to do with scratching, but you can see there's a few scratches in the paint. Push it kind of down some trails it shouldn't go down sometimes. A lot of overgrown dry trees and stuff like that scratching up on it. See the paint scratching a little bit, but it's black, right? Black paint's going to show every little scratch and defect. And I tend to hug this bike pretty tight when I'm riding, so you can see my boots scratch the side panel a little bit, but I'm sure if I put some kind of spray on, maybe wax product or something on there, it'd probably get rid of all of that. Talking about the tires, these things are really soft rubber, as you can tell. I'll show you here. These used to be square. Now these are rounded top. Each of these are rounded off a little bit. You know, just from spinning tires in the mud. The other thing is this kind of heat shielding stuff's come loose above the muffler. Not sure what that's about, but not a big deal. Not too worried about it. Other than that, no, it's been great. It's got 450 kilometers on it. I've had it for 4 months now. Had zero issues with it so far. Hasn't left me stranded, hasn't not started. It always starts, runs great. Other than that clutch rattle problem when I first bought it. I took the belt apart, took the clutch off, all that stuff, had a look. Everything seemed okay. I was able to find a rad relocate for it on Kijiji. It's a pretty good deal. I got it for a couple $100. Brand new in the box. Hooked that up, and I didn't film it, but our last ride, things are really starting to thaw out in the West Country. I had it up to the, top of the fenders a couple times, so I'm really glad that rad relocate is installed on there, because that's going to definitely keep the cooling system. The lifespan of the cooling system is going to be a lot better with that. It's going to prevent it from overheating, stuff like that. Other than that, you've probably seen I've had snorkels and stuff on here, or what looks like snorkels. They're actually just the risers. I was playing around with different ideas on what to do with risers. I've done absolutely nothing yet as far as drilling holes through here. I want to make sure I get the right system, and I'm thinking I'm going to go with a high lifter system for the snorkels as well. I wasn't really going to do a rad relocate, but it was a good deal at the time, and I thought, heck, why not? Might as well do it. Rad's clean. Never going to be cleaner than that. Other than that, yeah, not too much to say about the bike. It's been really good. Fuel economy. There's a fuel cap. This thing doesn't leak any fuel at all, even if you have it up to the neck. And so far, no water's gotten into the tank. But fuel economy is about 80 kilometers to a tank. When your fuel gauge, it's got 4 bars on there. When you get to the last bar and it starts blinking, you have 4 liters left. I've gotten down to 1 bar. I haven't had it actually blink yet. And you get about 80 kilometers out of it at that point when it gets down to 1 bar and it's time to fill it up again. Winch works really well. It's a Warren. I think it's a 3,000 or 3,500 pound winch. Came factory with this SE model. Had to use it once to get pulled out. I was stuck sideways. Mud was about up to the top of my tires, and there was ice on the bottom, so I wasn't going anywhere easily. So I thought, let's carry on. So buddy winched me out, away we went again. Other than that, tires hook up really good on just about anything. Snow, ice, mud, dirt, they're really good. They hook up really good. Really soft tire, light tire, has no problem turning them. It bogs down just a little bit in low gear if you're right up to the fenders in mud, but I think a little bit of a clutch job on it should help with that. That's going to be one of the next mods on it. Other than that, power steering is amazing. I like the power steering on it. Four-wheel drive system's really good. The four-wheel drive diff lock is a little bit clumsy to use because you have to be stopped, and by that point you're usually kind of in a bad situation to begin with. But once it locks, and it seems to be have a little bit of trouble locking. You got to turn the bars back and forth a little bit and kind of rock it a bit to get it to lock into four-wheel or the diff lock in the front. Other than that, I need to put my rear skid plates on. I get lots of skeg and grass and all kinds of stuff wrapped around my axles. I took those control arm skid plates off. They're just plastic, but I took them off in the winter because they'd hold snow and ice and stuff. And I wasn't a fan of having ice around the CV boots because that's going to rip stuff open. Haven't really got around to doing as many mods as I wanted to. Been really busy. Life, working, stuff like that. So try and get out and ride a little bit here and there and film it as best as I can for you guys. Anyway, I hope you guys have been enjoying the videos. This thing works absolutely amazing, and if you are lucky enough to actually find one, with COVID going on and everything, it's getting pretty hard to find these machines. But if you do find one, and you're not crazy about horsepower and you want something that's half decently reliable, Grizzlies have a good name. They've been around for a long time. They make a really good machine. So I'd buy another one in a heartbeat. Obviously I don't need to because this one's brand new, and it should last me a long time. Anyways, if you enjoy the video so far, give them a thumbs up, like, subscribe. That helps my channel out. And hopefully we'll get some better videos for you of this thing in the mud.